routines and habits fill your day without even thinking about them. Some benefit you in ways you take for granted, like good dental hygiene. Others can be adversely affecting you without you even realizing it. I'm your host, Keith, here today to talk to you about how many of the negative behaviors in your life are only bad habits. You just don't realize it. By taking the time to evaluate your routines and patterns, you can make yourself more efficient, healthier, and happier by simply creating new habits more in line with the person you want to be. Everyone has a morning routine. Your alarm goes off and you hit snooze a few times. Then you realize you're running late, so you quickly jump out of bed to get ready for work and make a quick cup of coffee and sprint out the door. Sound familiar? Your routine may be similar to that or completely different, depending on how you structure your life. When talking about patterns and habits, we have to start about how you start your day. It can actually have the most significant impact on the remainder of your day and be the difference between your overall success and failure in the long run. No one achieves anything overnight. It'll always take time. However, you can accomplish more each day if you just make some lifestyle adjustments that will help turn you into the efficient polymath that you want to be. Start by evaluating your morning plan by writing down all the tasks you need to accomplish regularly to get you ready to start your day. These are things you need to complete every morning, no matter what. It all begins with waking up and the routine you have for physically getting out of bed. Are you a person who gets up when the alarm goes off? Or are you a person who sets 3 alarms 10 minutes apart and pushes snooze on all 3 of them? As someone who has had this bad habit, I have learned that setting 1 alarm plus a backup is more than enough if you're going to bed on time. It is better to set the alarm later and get up once than hovering in that half-awake zombie state while lying in bed. As we all know, sometimes the most difficult challenge we face is getting out of bed in the morning. Everything else is easy once we're awake and moving. The solution to waking up on time all begins with setting a reasonable bedtime. It'll take some adjustment and experimentation, but eventually it'll become a new habit, and it makes the entire cycle more efficient. Focus on going to bed and waking up on time, and you'll see the quality of your life improve tremendously. Continuing to break down your morning routine. Do you eat breakfast? Do you make coffee or buy coffee? How you fuel yourself in the morning can significantly impact how you feel the rest of the day. Even if you're intermittent fasting and skipping breakfast, you need to have the meal you break your fast with planned out in advance to maximize your results. Even if this fast-breaking meal is eaten closer to lunchtime, have a plan for your morning nutrition and never try and just grab something in the morning. Like with improving waking up in the morning, planning your breakfast the night before and preparing what you can will increase your efficiency in the morning and keep you from skipping it. Adopting this positive habit will yield incredible results for your health and productivity goals, regardless of what they may be specifically. Just modify the details to customize it to yourself. I've implemented these changes in my own life and kick myself for not doing so sooner. Setting a more reasonable bedtime and morning alarm time has allowed me to feel more well-rested, making me much more energetic and efficient. It also allows me to block schedule my day to be more productive and get more done. As part of my morning routine, I have a smoothie that I make for breakfast. It keeps me satiated until lunchtime and sometimes beyond. By keeping my energy up, I can accomplish a lot more, and it keeps me more motivated to keep pushing through my day. Evaluate your morning routine and look for opportunities to improve your health and efficiency. It takes about 3 weeks to turn a routine into a habit, but it'll be worth the effort in the end. By adopting a new regime, the positive results will keep you motivated to stick to it until it's like autopilot every morning. However, it isn't the ultimate goal. Keep in mind that your habits and routines should be reevaluated periodically. You should adjust them to make sure that they are still serving a purpose and are having a positive effect on your life. You might need to tweak things as circumstances in your life change. Just remember that you made changes before, and you can do it again. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the people at Anchor for putting together such an awesome podcasting tool. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. First off, it's free, so you can launch your podcast with no risk at all and at your own pace. With their incredible creation tools, you can record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. It couldn't be easier. Not to mention, Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so you can be heard on all of the major platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many, many more. You can even earn money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. If you've been curious about launching your own podcast, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to start today. It starts with dissecting your morning routine, but by no means ends there. You should evaluate your entire day to see what habits are helping and hurting you. The easiest way to do this is to make a block schedule of your day and fill it in with what you are usually doing at each time. It doesn't have to be overly detailed down to the minute, more like hour by hour. It's more important to write down all of your standard patterns than the exact time you're doing it. How long you spend doing something is helpful to track the efficiency of your day, but the exact time's not really necessary. Be sure to pay attention to things like checking emails, scrolling social media, and surfing YouTube on your computer or phone. They can be a significant time waster in your day. You can manage your screen time by checking the monitoring app on your phone. If you need help limiting phone time, the apps also provide you ways to schedule and limit your screen time. Realizing how much time you waste staring at your phone is a real eye-opener to how much time you can idle away in a day. After addressing phone time, you should also think about how much time you're wasting watching TV and streaming. You can easily fall into harmful watching patterns that pull you away from being active, especially now that binging on a TV series is so easy to do. The benefit of streaming shows now is that you're no longer tied to sitting in front of the television at a specific time. You can watch what you want anywhere and almost any time you want. If you use this freedom to watch shows when you want, you can change your habits to schedule your downtime to relax and watch shows after finishing your more critical tasks to finish. The freedom to watch when you want can be used for good. Don't fall into destructive patterns. Once again, if you schedule your time, you can make your whole day more productive, personally and professionally. Not all the habits that you identify will be bad. You may have a really good exercise routine or make it a priority to take the stairs rather than the elevator. You may set aside specific family time without any distractions, or meditate regularly. Any positive habits that enrich your life should be a priority. While you eliminate the negative distractions and behaviors, you can replace them with more positive actions and experiences. It improves your overall lifestyle and keeps you from falling back into old patterns. If you lack some of these positive actions in your life, add them. Based on your goals and life path, brainstorm the routines and habits that will enrich your life most and adopt them. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll begin to make progress to make them a part of your everyday life. Finally, just a word of caution. No matter how well of a new routine you create or positive habits you include in your life, you should occasionally reevaluate them. You never want to fall into autopilot mode, just drifting through your day. Complacency can breed stagnation. You never want to stop growing as a person. Striving to improve yourself each day keeps the doors of opportunity open and makes you mindful not to let a day just pass you by. It takes constant effort to be more efficient and to improve yourself, but it's time well spent. The only thing for sure in this life is change. Initiate the positive changes in yourself before life reveals to you the repercussions of idling away time. Thank you to all of my subscribers for continuing to make this podcast a success. Be sure to subscribe if you already haven't to make sure you get notified when the latest episodes are available. If you're looking for a life coach to help you get on track or maybe dissect some of this routines and habits that you have, get you back on track to a more efficient and productive life, please be sure to reach out to me on my website at www.everydaypolymath.com to find out more about my life coaching approach. If you're ready to get serious or you're just curious if coaching could help you, you can schedule an online session with me right on the website. Just click on Schedule Now at the top of the page to see my availability. I'm your host, Keith, wishing you health and happiness. Until next time, stay curious, Polymath.